Yo. Sorry. um, yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you so much, lads. Thank you so much. Howdy, Rover. Howdy, Range. Howdy, Rabbit. I'm doing better. My nose still is like a little bit have some issues, so not 100% recovered, but much better than before. This time I can see the audio. I know the it's going. Okay, so I'll share my screen and let's get started with our hacking for the day. Our task for the day, Advent of Cyber Day 9, because we have less time, as you know. Why do you say howdy? No, it's HOWDY. It's like a. Come on, man. Ranch, you need to study, bro. You need to study English. English know you? Okay. I don't know, man. Were you really joking? I don't know. He know English. Yeah, he know English. He know English. He know no English. Okay. So, yep. The cowboys. So we have today attack box, virtual machine. Okay, so I have to get my virtual box on. I'll just start that. Okay, so ready for day 9, Advent of Cyber, passwords, a cracking Christmas. Okay, dude, I will wear those. I will wear those. Tomorrow I will wear those. I was thinking about them. I was thinking, you know what? I want to wear those soon. I'll wear those tomorrow. I promise. Okay, but yeah, let's get started because I have it's 8:30 right now. At 11, I have a client interview, so hopefully that goes well. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, let's lock in to task one introduction with time between Easter. You guys have this ready, right? Let me share this link and let me have my water ready. Because I know I will lose my voice. And I have to improve. Like, I think it was Alone Island who gave me that video, and I have to introduce the chat one, so I don't have to do this. Okay, with time between Easter and Christmas being destabilized, the once quiet systems of the best festival company began showing traces of the encrypted data. Okay, let me do that too. Okay, the best festival company. The Best Festival Company began showing traces of encrypted data buried deep within their servers. Sir Carrot stumbled upon a series of logged PDFs and zip files labeled North Pole Asset List. Rumors spread that these could contain fragments of Santa's master grift registry, a critical information that could help Malhare control the festive balance between both worlds. Sir Caribbean sets out to crack the encryption, learning how weak passwords can expose even the most guarded secrets. Can the elves adapt fast and prevent their secrets from being discovered? So, in this room, we have our learning objectives: how password based encryption protects files such as PDFs and zip archives, why weak passwords make encrypted files vulnerable, how attackers use dictionary and brute force attack to recover passwords. A hands on experience. Cracking the password of an encrypted file to reveal its contents. The importance of using strong, complex passwords to defend against these attacks. So I think pretty basically like the same things about password and stuff. A few simple points to remember. The strength of the protection depends almost entirely on the password. Short or common passwords can be guessed. Long random passwords are far harder to break. Different file formats use different algorithms and key derivation methods. For example, PDF encryption and zip encryption differs in details. How the key is derived, salt is used, number of hash iterations. That affects how easy or hard cracking is. Many consumer tools will support legacy or weak modes, particularly older zip encryption that takes some encrypted archives such much easier to attack than modern well implemented schemes. So many consumer tools will support legacy and weak modes. And that, okay, this is interesting. Encryption protects data confidentiality. It does not prevent someone with access to the encrypted file from trying to guess the password file offline. So basically, encryption can help, but if they have the password, they can still do brute force method. To make it simple, encryption makes the contents unreadable unless the correct password is known. If the password is weak, the attacker can simply try likely passwords until one works. Connecting to machine, right? We have already started the machine, and this time we will directly go in the target machine. Start your target machine by clicking the green button, and these are the credentials. Day 9. Okay. Sorry, my nose is very prickly. Attack against Task 2, attack against encrypted files. How attackers recover weak passwords. Attackers don't usually try to break the encryption itself because that would take far too long with modern cryptography. Instead, they focus on guessing the password that protects the file. The two most common ways of doing this are dictionary attacks and brute force or mask attacks. So important thing here is that modern cryptography, if you're using something that was like came within a let's say decade, right? Let's say a decade, that's way harder. Or 1 or 2 decades, let's say, if we are in 2020, we're talking about from 2025. Last 2 decades, if you are using something with a bit size of like 2048 or 4096, way harder to crack or like go against that algorithm. Whereas if you're using something from 1990s, even an encryption algorithm, way easier to break. You don't need the password for those. There are backdoors in certain really good algorithms. So let's talk about dictionary attack. In a dictionary attack, the attacker uses a predefined list of potential passwords known as word list and tests each one until the correct password is found. These word lists often contain leaked passwords from previous breaches, common substitutions like password 123, predictable combinations of names and dates, and other patterns that people frequently use. Because many users choose weak or common passwords, dictionary attacks are usually fast and highly effective. That's I think like similar to what CrackStation does. It's also dictionary attack because they have a lot of things already there. Mask attacks, brute force and mask attacks go one step further, right? Yeah. A brute force attack systematically tries every possible combination of characters until it finds the right one. While this guarantees success, eventually the time it takes grows exponentially with the length and the complexity of the password. True, true, kind of true, I will say at this point because how computational has crazily went up in last a couple of years. It's just not going that way, I will say. Because at this point, like how I don't know if you guys how much you guys are interested in the hardware side, but how things have went. Yeah, encryption, everything will go down. So there is a news I read. I think somebody also mentioned here that companies started to like just collect even the encrypted data. They have started collecting even the encrypted data. Earlier they were collecting only this, but now they have started collecting one. Why? Quantum. And quantum is coming very fast. Oh yeah, FBI had started doing that. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We looked at it and I was like, that's actually crazy that how much they are about to now store, because storage has went like holy hell down cheap as hell, right? And now with the quantum chip being accessible with 100 qubit, what's the one IBM had? IBM uh, quantum breakthrough, 120 qubits. So that's also like 1,000 times faster. So many things, right? By 2030, I think like things will be easily breaking. I've been listening to the interviews on the CIA's history, crazy stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like the certain things here are kind of outdated, I will say, because even though it grows exponentially with a particular level of hardware, right? I will say that it depends on the hardware. Because with now things like quantum, it will be almost linear. Instead of with current hardware, it will be this. If this is your number of characters, like length of password and time. Now with quantum, it might only be like this. Kind of scary. Mask attacks aim to read, but majority of us are poor here, so we don't have to worry about. We don't have anything to share. Nobody gives a fuck. Okay, coming back. Mask tasks, uh, mask attacks aim to reduce. Except for Rover, I think we all are in the same boat, in my opinion here. Mask attacks aim to reduce that time by limiting guesses to a specific format. For example, trying all combinations of three lowercase letters followed by two digits. By narrowing the search space, mask attacks strike a balance between speed and thoroughness. Essentially, hello, I'm done. Wait for you until you were. Today, I have an interview today, bro. Tomorrow, I'm down actually. Tomorrow, I'm down to do side quest. I have an interview in like 1 hour 15 minutes, 1 hour 20 minutes almost. Howdy, Insomnia. How are you doing, man? By narrowing the search space, mask attacks strikes a balance between speed and thoroughness, especially when the attacker has some idea on how the password might be structured, right? Practical tips attackers use and defenders should know about. Start with a word list. Fast wins. Common lists like rocku.txt, common password.txt. I think there is a security list repository we have. Thank you so much, man, Insomnia. I heard a statistic today the average American going about their average day will commit three felonies, so the system is designed for. Oh yeah, big time. Thanks to Palantir. Palantir has been doing some crazy stuff. Not just a defense and stuff, but like with the ice and all those is crazy. Yeah, checklist for common passwords. Crazy is so nice repo. So if the word list fails, right, move to the targeted word list. Company name, project names, data from the target. If that fails, try or incremental attacks for short passwords. These ones, three lowercase letters plus two digits, which is used as a password mask format by password cracking tools. Use GPU accelerated cracking when possible. It dramatically speeds up attacks for some algorithms. Keep an eye on resource use. Cracking is CPU and GPU intensive. That behavior can be detected on a monitored endpoint. So if unless until you have it on your own system, right, offline, and the file doesn't kill itself, there are programs like that. You have to be like mindful of those things. Okay, so exercise. You will find the files for this section in desktop directory of the machine. Switch it to by running cd desktop in your terminal. Confirm the file type. Use the file command or open the file with hex viewer. This helps pick the right tool. Okay, open the terminal. With the hex viewer, helps pick up the right tool. If it's a PDF, proceed with PDF tools. If it's a zip, go with zip tools. Okay. Would the cracking affected the GPU acceleration if you have? Bro, if you have 5070, you will be like Gucci. You can crack so things so much faster with the Ada Lovelace architecture is crazy, man. So let's do file. What do we have? Oh, damn. Someone was here. Wrench. This guy. Okay, CD desktop file flag.pdf. So PDF document simple flag.zip, a zip file, right? And it is AES encrypted. Tools to use for PDF, we have PDF crack, John to PDF to John. For zip, again we have zip to John and F crack zip, and general John, which is John the Ripper, or hashcat GPU acceleration more advanced. Thank you. Try a dictionary attack first. Fast. Okay. I will stick to like John, honestly, like because PDF to John, zip to John, we have used it before, so I'll stick to that. PDF with PDF crack and rocky.txt example we have is okay, takes the PDF, takes the word list rocky.txt, and then it goes over the version, length, yada yada yada, and gives us the password. Example with the John, zip to John, first we convert into text file and then we crack it. So let's do this. But what I want to do is, okay, first let's just do this. So this will create a zip to hash text file. And the password, no password hashes left to crack. Loaded one password, okay. Oh, this is uh no password hashes was there. Okay, hold up. Oh, this is just for zip, not Okay. Yeah, I think yeah, I messed up there. Okay. So we have the flag zip. Instead of that, it was supposed to be first we'll go with PDF. Okay, let's first go with PDF, not play around much. So we have naughty list for PDF, PDF crack, file name, and the word list. Okay. Do we have that as the okay? Is so we have naughty list. Let's go open the file first. Just 2x the flags for answer. Cracking. AES is a very weak crypto encryption mechanism that is never in use today. More safety mechanism, I think, is AES 256, which is too complex on. Yeah, no, like I think AES is way past. I think RSA is the new one, right? Which is like new preferred way for a long time now. Even AES is not used. Best way to know which is being used, I think, is just to look at like what hackers DEF CON or like what CIA or FBI uses, not what they say they use it, but like what they actually use. And if I will say this, if the CIA FBI comes tomorrow and say that hey, um, like we this is a great algorithm, do not trust that, because if you want to go in detail, look into the whole history of IBM, DES algorithm, and NSA. It's crazy history. Use MD5. Okay, so and in here we have zip2.h PDF crack this, not PDF, sorry. Now we'll have John crack this thing. What is this show doing? Use base 64. Loaded one password hash. Oh, it's in here. Winter forever. Okay. Interesting, interesting. So if we go, uh, I hate not being able to see things properly. Come on. Winter forever. Yeah, I'm not sure if Winter Forever is the right one. I have to just check. I'm also checking. was it written properly? Okay, extracting. So it extracted, and we have flag.txt. It worked for me, boss. No, it worked for me. Are you sure you're typing right? This one worked for me. Sure. Here we go. This is the zip one. This is the PDF one. Sure, bro. Sure. Okay. And we'll continue back to where we left off. Yeah, the PDF one is, yeah, okay. I shared that as well. I think should have just put the output one. Okay. Yeah, I open the extract the zip file and then you will see. Yeah, extract the zip file and then you will be able to enter this password and then get the text file. Okay, detection of indicators and telemetry. Offline tracking does not hit login services, so lockouts and failed logon dashboards stay quiet. We can detect the work where it runs on endpoints and jump boxes. The important signals to monitor include process creation. I'll send the link. I think Nitin is there. Yeah, here's the link, class. Okay, process creation. Password cracking has a small set of well-known binaries and common patterns that we can look out for. A mix of process events, file activity, GPU signals, and network touches tied to tooling and word list. Our goal is to make the activity obvious without drawing in noise. So we have binaries like John the Ripper, Hashcat, the crack zip, F crack zip, right? All good, bro. PDF crack, zip to John, all so many great password binaries. Common line traits, wordless, dash W, rules, mask. I don't know about these ones. And then we have rocky.txt, checklist, and these ones. Port files and state. So John port file we used, hashcat, and then john.rec. It's worth noting that on Windows system, sysmon event ID 1 captures the process creation with full command line properties, while on Linux, audit D and execv or EDR sensors capture binaries and arguments. GPU and resource artifacts. GPU cracking is loud. Sudden high utilization on host can be picked up and would need to be investigated. Why they are talking about this actually is because lot of hackers what they started doing, if you know, oh, thank you for following me. But what a lot of hackers started doing is that, and this is the time I was learning cloud. Um, when you go on cloud, right? When you sign up, you get $200 of credits or $100 of credits, right? And if a hacker wants to actually use high end, very good GPU servers, right? They will use create a server with attached to that with the GPU attached to it and try to crack passwords on cloud. So this why they are talking about this. This is actually if you want to in a smart way use cloud, have an idea of these processes because AWS, Azure, those guys are smart there and would be looking for these. NVIDIA SMI shows long-running processes named Hashcat or John. Ooh, I can use that. Okay, high steady GPU utilization and power draw while the fan curve spikes. Libraries loaded nvcuda.dll, opencl.dll, libcuda, and all these ones, AMD. And interestingly, there is something, if you saw this, right? While the fan curve spikes, there is something called overclock when you are buying these hardwares. That's a bit expensive. Like if you are getting a, for example, if you are getting a i7 13th generation, let's say 13th generation, right, for $400. Don't buy Intel. I hate Intel at this point, but don't buy it. Giving you example. There will be one for 450. Same thing. Everything is same. So i7, it would be i7 13 gen, but it will also say OC. That's overclock. So just one which can actually push itself a bit extra. Have a look when you build your own PC if you can one day. It's such a learning experience, such a good learning experience. Can never be topped, man. Network hunting, light but useful. Offline cracking does not need the network once word lists are present. Yet most operators fetch list and tools first. So downloads of large text file named rocky.txt or git clones of popular word list repos like the seclist, package installs like John or Hashcat detected by EDR endpoint detection and response, package telemetry, tool updates and driver fetches for GPU runtime. Unusual file reads. Repeated reads for a file such as wordless or encrypted files would need analysis, right? Those can actually lead to all those CloudWatch and log analytics flagging you. Detections below are some examples of detection rules and hunting queries we can put to use across various environments. So sys1, our system monitoring tool, will have the process name JohnnyXC or all these rules set up to help us know. Linux audit rules, we have audit CTL, is same family of system CTL. Word list, if anybody tries to read this word list, okay, this I can set it up in my virtual machine one day and we can try. Sigma style rule. Windows process creates for cracking tools. So password cracking tools execution. Okay. That's you'll remind me. One day we can do is like create these type of rules in Linux and see if we can bypass them. Let's do that. That would be cool activity. Okay. Response playbook. As a security analyst in Wearwill, it is important to have a playbook to follow when such incidents occur. The intermediate actions to take are isolate the host if the malicious activity is detected. So, if when we set up these rules and a malicious activity is detected on one of the servers, isolate it. Best thing to do is isolate it. Yeah, I'll try, man. I'll try to cover so much things I have. Okay, isolate the host if malicious activity is detected. If it is a lab, tag and suppress, making yeah. No, I will start doing it. I will start doing it. I promise. Going to take holidays and do those. Capture triage. In December, you will get one something, at least one thing for sure. One thing is ready. I'm just trying it on myself first. Capture triage artifacts such as process list, process memory dump, NVIDIA SMI sample output, open files, and the encrypted file. So capture these process list and things. Preserve the working directory, wordless hash files, and shell history. Review which files were detected. Search for follow-on access, lateral movements, and exfiltration. Identify the origin and intent of the activity. Was this authorized? If not, escalate to the IR team, incident response team. Remediate the activity, rotate affected keys and passwords, and enforce multi-factor authentication of the accounts. Close with education and correct placement of tools into the approved sandboxes. Boom! And this has our side quest number 2 for those who want another challenge, accessible through the side quest hub. If you enjoyed this thing, feel free to go in the password attacks room. And with that, let's end today's room. Day 9. I like this Thor here. Nice. And my nose is really tough on me today. Okay, side quest I see now. This one last time wasn't there. Oh, is it like is it the creators? That's actually cool. Oh no. Oh no, this is for the blood, right? Is this the blood? Is this like the blood who did first? That's actually cool if they're doing it this year. That's actually like almost like hack the box. Yeah, maybe, right? Because if it was the creators, then it would come here, but maybe we can check. Okay. But yeah, let's that was it. I have interview today, so I will be ending the stream today early. But in the evening I will be coming for lead code because I don't have anything much tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll do the side quest insomnia. I promise we'll do today. We'll start with today's side quest and move forward. Thank you so much, Reg. Thank you so much. And also, a quick update, right? As I was saying about what's this called? The CV thing, right? I have created the notes, I have created the PPDs. It's just I'm trying to apply for jobs myself, see things what works in this current market, and then I want to do a what's it called? The proper video on it because right now the market is very like interesting as just applying through the normal channels like Indeed or LinkedIn. Yeah, pretty much. Like because like applying through LinkedIn and Indeed is not going to work anymore because with AI right happening, what I'm doing is like I started writing emails to some of the HRs and see if something works out. So there, I'm just trying certain things. It's very, let me know if when you guys try like what things works for you, right? But that's what I think, like sending emails might work. And I recent yesterday only I found out that there are some email templates that helps get into like get a retention from HR more than others. So fingers crossed, let's see what actually can work for us, right? For this video, hopefully I can come up with a really good video. It would be like a proper class session. But thank you so much, lads. Hope you have a great day. And I will see you guys in the evening for some lead core or die and tomorrow for side quest 2. With that being said, thank you so much. Have a great day. This has been your favorite sniffer of packets with a very bad nose today, block nose almost. Signing off with a title urgent message. Wait, what? Oh, 70% is for the HR managers. I see. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. Hope you have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow and in the evening for some lead code or die. Thank you, and a big bye. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one.